Alright guys, what is up? As I promised, I would make a YouTube Q&A for you guys. Now if you don't follow me on my Instagram, it's alextilinca. If you're here for my Instagram, hello. If you're someone new that really hasn't seen any of my YouTube videos, because I just started it back up again, I feel like this is a good way for me to let you guys know a little bit about myself. Because I did take a little bit of a hiatus from YouTube after I did my show for various reasons, which we'll talk about a little bit today. But pretty much, if you're new here, I feel like this is a great way for you to get to know me a little bit better. If you know me from Instagram, Instagram can tell so much about a person. You don't actually hear them talking, you just read words that they write out. I hope you enjoy this, and let's get to the questions. Also, this will be kind of both fitness and non-fitness. I just feel like I'm just pretty much told you guys on Instagram, give me whatever questions you guys have for me and I will answer them as honest as I can. So I will have questions that are related to trans stuff specifically, because even though I consider myself like a bodybuilder, and my Instagram's about bodybuilding and stuff, I can't deny that part about me. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not the type to make a big deal out of it, but if I do get questions on that, I do feel the responsibility to answer them as well. So just putting that out there for you guys. How tall are you? I'm 5'4", 5'5". A lot of people think I'm really tall on Instagram because I guess I have long legs, but no, I'm more on the short side, which honestly a lot of us bodybuilders are on the short side, just because biomechanically, squatting and all of this stuff, it's very hard on the joints if you're really tall. So yeah, from my experience, a lot of us bodybuilders are on the shorter side, so if you're someone that is short and you don't know if you want to get into bodybuilding because of your height, do it. All of us are short, or most of us. What's your biggest achievement in bodybuilding so far? Honestly, for me, it's a conglomeration of things. Well, one, I won my first show in Classic Physique Teen, and I got second in Junior Novice, which was really great. I don't make a big deal about my part of myself, but I am trans, so for me to win that as a trans guy in a cis competition, because I went through NPC, was really cool, because it just shows you it doesn't really matter, you know? What else? Then because of that, I had the opportunity to be involved in News 12. They did a show, it's a local TV news station here in New York. They did they did a whole thing on me. New York Post did something on me. Newsday did something on me, and now NBC is also going to be doing something on me, which I'm really flattered and honored to be a part of. And also, a lot of you guys probably know Ron Harris's show on Muscle and Strength. He did interview with me as well, and he actually told me I was the youngest athlete to be on his show, and you have to keep in consideration other people that have been in his show include people like Ronnie Coleman, Jay Cutler, and all these amazing athletes. So for me, that was such a compliment that he would have me on his show because he thought I was worthy enough. So yeah, all of those are kind of equal to me for different reasons. So yeah. Have you dealt with any transphobia in the industry? Yes, I have. Honestly, it doesn't really bother me, because it's funny, because any criticism I have gotten that I've at least seen was because of that. It was never because of my physique or my strength or my performance in the gym. So I kind of take that as a compliment, because it's just if that's the only thing you can attack me for, I can't really control that, you know? So it's just okay, I don't know what you want me to do about it. But if you can't attack me on the things I can control, such as my physique and my performance and things of that nature, then to me, I'm doing my job right, you know, because you have nothing to say in that aspect. So yeah. How do you know when you should switch to bulking after cutting? This is such a personal thing, guys, unless you're getting ready for a show. If you're getting ready for a show, I always advise you give yourself more time than less, because in my opinion, you will lose muscle quicker if you try and just push a 6 to 8 week cut, you know? You have to get really shredded for these shows. So me and my coach, I think it was a 21 week cut. It was really slow, but I maintained pretty much everything I built, and I was only bodybuilding for 2 years at that point, so I was really nervous about losing muscle. So we were our main goal was not to lose muscle at all if possible, which I think we achieved pretty well. So yeah, I would say it's a personal choice. If you're not getting ready for a show, just use a mirror, and when you decide, okay, well, I feel like I'm out of shape, because that's so relative to everyone that do it. But if you're getting ready for a show, then definitely, if you have a coach, talk to your coach. If you don't have a coach, be realistic and give yourself a lot of time. Because you, like, you know, when you think you're lean enough, you're probably not. Time of the day do you usually hit the gym? So I'm a full-time college student, so I usually go around 4 after all my classes, because I like to just take all my morning classes in a row, get them out of the way, and that's it, you know. But on the weekend I like to go around like 12-1, just a little bit earlier. I always need at least 2 meals in me. Like, that's like, so like if I have to train after 1 meal, I never perform as well, and I know that about myself. I don't know if it's placebo at this point, but for me, I need at least 2 meals in me. Otherwise, I'm going in there like, not nervous, like I always have the right mindset, but it's just like, I'm kind of getting ready to like have to push a little harder, you know, because I don't feel as strong. That being said, I also do my cardio fasted, so I'll do my cardio fasted, have my breakfast, and then however meals after, and then I go to the gym. Usually I have 3 to 4 meals in me already before I hit the gym. I eat like 6 meals a day. Okay, so I have intra-carbs with EAs as well though, so like that's almost like a meal in my opinion, intra-workout, so it's pretty much like 7 meals a day. Current workout split, I have a 2-week split, guys. I will, you know what, because I love you guys so much, let me pull it up. I literally don't even have it memorized by heart, because it's literally week 1, week 2, and then repeat. I pretty much know, but I'm going to tell you exactly. So, week 1, starting on a Monday. Back and shoulders with the traps. Tuesday is chest and arms with forearms. Wednesday is back and shoulders again. Thursday's rest day. Legs Friday with calves. Saturday, chest and back, which I actually really like this combo. I really like that combination. And then Sunday, I have delts and arms, or just arms. Week 2, starting on a Monday, we have legs first with calves, then back and biceps, Tuesday. Wednesday, shoulders, chest, and triceps. Now, why I say shoulders first is because I hit chest, but I'll start with like a shoulder compound. So like I won't do an incline chest press first. I'll do a dumbbell shoulder press. You know what I'm saying? I've been pretty much putting a lot of emphasis on my shoulders and my back, because for me, that's what makes a bodybuilder in the upper body. You know, obviously a great chest is good too, but my chest has always been so dominant. So for me, I really like. For me, your shoulders can never be too big. Your back can never be too big. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I've been really focusing on that. Anyway, like I was saying, so I'll just say week 2 again. Legs Monday, back, traps, biceps. Tuesday, shoulders, chest, triceps with forearms. Wednesday, legs. I'll take Thursday. Thursday's always my rest day, so Thursday rest day. Friday again, legs. Saturday, back and chest, and then again, Sunday is usually my arm day. So that's pretty much, I train 6 days a week, with Thursday is my rest day. Best music that gets you hyped. So when I work out, I either listen to like heavy metal or like heavy rap or heavy electric, and it's gotta be intense, you know, like I can't listen, I don't know, honestly it really depends on my mood, but those 3 are usually what I do. Less electric nowadays, but definitely like heavy rap or like heavy metal, just something upbeat, you know, that's like got messages that, like, you know, I don't know, like like for example, like a good example is like Hail to the King by like Avenged Sevenfold. Just like that kind of message, you know, just like amping you up and everything. Like for me, that makes a big difference. Especially I'm like, if I'm gonna PR or something, for sure I need something like upbeat, or like just songs I really, really like, you know. So yeah. Ever been to New York City? I mean, yeah, I live on Long Island, so I was actually just there yesterday for Valentine's Day. So yes, I go all the time. How are you doing with your studies in college? I'm doing really good, actually good enough that I think I'm gonna double major. Right now I'm a marketing major with the exercise science minor. I think I'm gonna double major because I think I can handle it. So yeah, it's going well. I'm pretty good at balancing my life. I like to structure my days out like ahead of time, which for me that helps a lot. I think I always say structure is freedom, because if you can structure yourself, you actually have more time to do more things, you know. How do you handle changing rooms and showers in the gym? Fellow trans guy asking. I don't. There's nothing to handle. I'm a guy. I go in the men's locker room. I look more masculine than 99% of the guys. Not to be like that, but it's true. Even when I didn't care, you know. It's all about confidence as well. It's all about just the way you present yourself to the world, because the way you present yourself to the world is what you're gonna receive back. So if you're super awkward about it and like uncomfortable, that's what people are gonna perceive, and that's how they're gonna react, you know. So if you're just really like nonchalant about it and be like, yeah, like what's up, you know, that's what people are like, oh, okay, like whatever, no big deal. So that's how, like, that I think is so important for anyone transitioning, is not to make a victim of yourself and just keep it casual, because if you make a big deal out of it, so will everyone else around you. And that comes from me being the first person to transition in my middle school and high school. I was the only trans person and the first trans person, and I actually had a great time. I had a good middle school and high school. I mean, overall, obviously no one's is perfect, but overall, like, I mean, especially, but once I hit like high school senior, like, everyone liked me. I don't really think there was anyone that like had a problem with me. I was friends with people that were stereotypically people that wouldn't be friends with me, like jocks or wrestlers and stuff like that. Like, it doesn't matter, you know. So it's just really how you present it to the world that's really, really important. And having self-respect. If you have respect for yourself, people are all gonna be way more likely to respect you as well. So, not a question, buddy, but your progress and the way you transformed is insane. Thank you. Is it easier to develop a larger chest with free weight or machine? Free weight always, I mean, I always say it's a combo of both. Bodybuilding is a balance. You have to do both. I mean, the meat and the potatoes of bodybuilding are the free weights. In my opinion, are dumbbells. Like, dumbbell low incline is what's blown my chest up. If you get strong at that, for me, that's like perfect for my like rotator cuffs, not a lot of pain, and I can get really strong at it and really progressively overload. So that is my go-to chest exercise, which is like a low incline dumbbell press. I don't like to count calories, but I do want to bulk clean and then cut in a proper way. Advice: count calories. I'm sorry, it's just like saying I want to be a vet, but I don't like dogs. Like, it's just that's part of the you can't because you said specifically properly. That's the key word in this question. Actually, it's farther than just calories. It's macros. Or get a coach. Either get a coach who does your meal plan for you and they figure all of that out for you, or like macros are, and like, you know, I don't believe it if it fits your macros, which is pretty much like, oh well, you can have cheesecake and pizza, but if it fits your macros, you're fine. No, it's eating macros within the bodybuilding diet. It makes sense. So yeah, I'm sorry, there's no answer to that. You do need to count calories, and further, if not, count macros if you really want to properly do it, because there needs to be a way to structurally see, like, okay, if let's say you're wanting to lose weight, right? You need to have something as a basis of to go off of. So, ooh, am I like not in focus right now? So, like, for example, okay, I'm not losing weight anymore, but I have no idea what my calories are. Yeah, you can just cut. I guess you can just cut food out from the meal plans, but it's not going to be accurate. Like, for me, it's all about accuracy, especially if you want to compete. Those people that are willing to count their calories and macros will absolutely beat you 100%, no question about it. So I don't have an answer for you. Count your calories, count your macros, do the work, or you're not going to receive what you want in return. It's just that. It's one of those sports, it's that simple. So did you get acne from your hormones? What'd you do? Yes and no. Honestly, the most acne I've ever gotten was from my bulking, just because, like, I have to eat so much. I guess my body just tries to release any toxins through my skin. So yes, but honestly, it's more just the huge caloric surplus I have to be in to be a 212 bodybuilder has been my issue the most. Because like, hormonally, I guess, yeah, it does, but if you maintain yourself, you shouldn't be that bad. My skin has always been something that hasn't been perfect, and I've been trying so hard to keep as good as I can. The beard helps, honestly, because the beard covers a lot of my face. But yeah, it's more honestly the food. What are you studying in college? I'm a marketing major with exercise science minor, and depending how I structure this when I edit this video, I'm actually gonna double major. So, what would you recommend with someone with a past disordered eating to track macros? Realize that food serves as a function. A lot of people relate food to emotional stability, but you have to see food as a tool and a function for progress. If you can somehow switch over to that and see that it's not a foe but a friend if used correctly, that helps so much. Because like, for me personally, I used to be scared of eating because I was so nervous that if I ate too much, it would go into like my feminine areas, like my hips and stuff, and I didn't want to look feminine, obviously. But then I realized it's all education. Educate yourself on food, on macros, on nutrition. Education is freedom, in my opinion. That's another one. Education and exposure to things is freedom. So if you can learn as much as you can about it, you'll realize, oh, food's not my enemy, you know? So that's really the best advice I can give you on that. Do you inject intramuscular or tissue? I'm gonna assume you meant sub-Q, which is like not intramuscular. No, I do intramuscular shots. How many days do you plan out at a time? Honestly, usually I'll do a rough week schedule and then a very specific day-to-day schedule, and I'll write it out the night before so it's fresh in my memory. Does looking so buff make you physically uncomfortable at times? Yeah, I feel like it's harder to put clothes on sometimes and stuff like that, so definitely as I get bigger, I'm like, you know, it's a bit of a struggle, but I'll do it. It's not the worst thing in the world. What's your weight goal for this bulk? How long do you think you'll be bulking? My weight goal is to hit 212, or, well, actually, technically, my goal in general, not for this bulk. Well, I'm just really planning to bulk for like 2 years so I can step on stage and do bodybuilding as much as I can without getting too sloppy. That's literally my answer, and yeah. Who is your girlfriend? My girlfriend, her name is Isabella. We met very spontaneously, but it's one of the best things that's happened to me. She's very cute. I'm very lucky to have her in my life. What is your zodiac sign? I get this like all the time. I don't know why you guys are so curious in this. So I'll give you like my 3 main ones, because those are the ones that people usually talk about. So my sun sign, the one that like is the most like everyone knows usually, is Sagittarius. I'm a Sagittarius sun. My moon is in Scorpio, which I personally feel like I resonate a lot more with than my Sagittarius, but whatever. And then my rising is Gemini. Who is your favorite bodybuilder? This is really hard. I have so many I really like. Ronnie Coleman, Jay Cutler, and then honestly, like, a lot of people like shit on the like people that are bodybuilders now, but there's so many good bodybuilders. Like Phil Heath, legend, absolute genetic freak. Say what you want about his personality, but he's he's not a 7-time Mr. Olympia for no reason. Then obviously I'm obsessed with all the 212 bodybuilders. So Flex Lewis, Hadi Chupon is really cool. I like him a lot. Mr. America, oh my god, Derek Lunsford, that's his name. I really like Derek Lunsford, Sean Clarita. I'm trying to think. There's so many, honestly, that they're all amazing. Being a bodybuilder is not easy, guys. So like, I have so much respect for the top tier athletes. Dexter Jackson, I mean, that guy literally, if not, has the most titles in this industry, and he's like in his 60s right now, I think, or something like that. Like, he's defying all expectations of what aging is supposed to entail. And then Dorian Yates, duh. Easily my favorite, Dorian Yates. Style of like training and everything really resonates with me. I love Chris Bumstead. Like, all of them. Like, I feel like the bodybuilding community is so tight-knit. Like, we all really respect each other. Yeah, like, you know, there's some fighting between classes and whatever, but overall it's like a pretty tight-knit circle, and we all have a relatively good amount of respect for each other and admiration, because we all know what we have to do this sport, and it's a lot. Alright, so I hope I kept this relatively short. If you guys like this Q&A, let me know. Leave a thumbs up, subscribe. If you want to see another one, tell me in the comments. Tell me on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, it's alextilinca, just like my YouTube. I'll leave a link in the description. I'll also leave a link in the description to all of my news media things I've been part of, so News 12, Ron Harris's show, etc. If you guys are interested to watch that, because those are kind of interview-ish, so you will get a lot of answers about who I am through that too. Actually, a little bit more in depth about my childhood and stuff like that. I didn't really get any questions on that yet, so I didn't really answer, but I can always do another Q&A. Let me know if you guys like this, and yeah, thanks guys for tuning in. And today is Saturday here, so have a great weekend. I'm probably going to release this tomorrow, Sunday, so have a great have a great start of the week starting tomorrow on Monday, guys. Alright, bye.